Hello YouTube, this is Tab again with Legends in Our Free Time. One day we'll be like, hey, this is Bob, I'm with your insurance company. No, yeah, if you watched the last 8 or so videos, you'd know that this is Tab. But I don't know, well, I mean, what else can you say? Really? I mean, it's sort of like when, when you pick up a phone at like a retail store. I mean, if you've ever called a retail store and they're like, hello, I'm like, did I call the wrong number? But I guess you guys don't really have that problem, you're on our channel and all that stuff. But I don't know. I think it's a legitimate concern. Shot to death. Now, one thing I do want to see in the comments, if anyone's actually still watching it at this point, is whether or not people want me to continue to Nightmare afterwards, and obviously that's a long way out. I don't even know if I'm going to want to do that. But it's a good question, I think. I'm definitely going to take a break after beating normal, and probably to upload at that point. I mean, once I get close to finishing this, I'll start uploading. That's usually how we do it. Just so that we don't upload any half-finished series that we get bored of halfway through. But definitely interested in knowing if anyone wants me to continue more Diablo. You can see the glowing through the wall, and you know it's about to hurt. Why is it always cold enchanted? It's like the worst one for melee because it takes forever. So annoying.
The Order welcomes you.
So yeah, I did mention that people may want to run Andariel runs, and then kind of gave a poor excuse why. Another reason is that if you're not playing on an 8-person thing, 8-player difficulty, solo on openbattle.net or single player, you can actually run through this stuff pretty quickly if you get lucky and stuff. As in, you'd be like level 14, maybe 12 in Act 2, and then you'll realize that you're over your head pretty quickly. good hit time on this champion, which is very much needed. You'll find that a lot of times, if you're having issues with a particular group, it's probably because of one guy, or in the case of these guys, which are always problems, it's probably your low magic resistance. And so either kill them or separate them quicker. I mean, it pretty much 80% of the time you're gonna have one strategy for
Good day.
for mobs, and that's, you know, if you're having difficulty, it's either kill them quicker or separate them, or, well, that's a lot of stuff. So, yeah. Killing them quicker is always the best method, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Preferably in one or less shots. By the way, Andariel is on level 4, and I have been looking for the 4th floor for freaking ever. And, okay, not that long, I can see the map, but it feels like forever. Which is good, I guess. I mean, it really makes me keep through the dungeon so that I can level up and, you know, prepare and all that good stuff. Leveling too quickly is a problem that I always had before, because I want to, you know, basically I wanted to get to like the Bale runs or cow levels. God, I love cow runs. You know what else? It was like over a decade ago. Yeah. And it would be a real problem because I just couldn't handle it. Didn't know if I want to go up, but I don't think that it'd be up there. So I'm going to keep going. You'll notice that I already basically stopped using mail, running out of mail as often. Huh. That's a really good amulet. Now you'll notice that my poison resist is 21, and I wish there were more poison guys to show you how much better that is. But you'll be proud of me, because I've actually been planning ahead. And Andariel uses poison. And she uses it a lot. So, we're about to find out how well this is going to work. Kill Andariel, that's the thing. That's the quest right there. Okay. I got this, Diablo 2. The first room, let's call this the entryway, because that's the way you enter through, leads into a sort of waiting area, and it's filled with a lot of bad guys. Don't worry though, Andariel's not in there. So just do your best to kill the shaman. There should be like 3 shaman in here. One in like the top, or the right corner for me, the top and the far left. This one over here usually is zombies. It's probably only a champion for me because I'm in the higher difficulty. Huh, I thought I picked up something nice. This is just taking forever. Now, I'd like to comment again on the viewing process in case you still have yours, or, you know, my thoughts on it if you're not playing. There's 2 strategies that I've seen, aside from when to use it. If you're going to use it immediately, there's 2 strategies I've seen. One, the most predominant one, is the upgrade your weapon one, idiot. And that's a solid statement, especially for like a Barbarian or, well, a melee class, other than Druid. And it's a solid one because it makes the most sense. It'll make your life easier all the way through, all the way to the end. Like, until you stop using that weapon, it's been a solid choice. On the other hand, the gambler's hand, you have stuff like my jawbone cap. If that had actually been a good one, that would have been a significant payoff. That would have been amazing. I'd be using that one forever. Probably longer than I would be using the weapon for. But obviously finding a non-magical class item is not a good chance. I can't believe I keep letting my weapon break.
Good to see you.
Interesting, this one actually had 4 shaman in it. Now, if this is your first time fighting Andariel, key strategy, of course, as you may have guessed, is to clear out the freaking room. I've seen so many people just utterly fail because they've pulled off or pulled way too many guys. And you would think that you wouldn't have to explain that, you know, this is the end boss for the entire act. It's sort of the capstone for the story in this portion of the game. Not that there's a significant story, but no, she's not difficult. Yes, she can hit you really hard if you're not prepared. Like, that poison stuff hurts. And I'm probably going to be crying like a little girl because I'm poisoned a lot. My health is draining. But that's still going to be better than if I didn't have the couple pieces of gear that I have. So, and of course it's very likely you wouldn't have any gear at all for that, so it's just, you have to be careful. So I'm just running around the sides here, kind of cleaning the room a little bit, because she's towards the end over there. Yes, the wall does block her poison wave. Yes, my gear's helping a lot. Because that poison shit drains like and maybe we'll do what's happening now. And she's like, oh yeah, by the way, spam, 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 spam. And you're like, oh god! Stop it.
The Order welcomes you.
And she's like, ha 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 ha. Yes, you can keep buying that. Oh, the irony of me poisoning her. Now, as far as her UI programming goes, I have no idea what triggers her to spam so much. So, it could be completely random. Well, as random as Blizzard got, and, you know, that. Oh god, this could be it. See how quickly the potential health I was gaining just dropped.
Good evening.
Andariel. Going down, or maybe today. Don't make me teleport away again. Ah. Ooh, that was rough. Okay.
Let the gate be opened. I can't carry anymore. This.
Basically, you can talk to everyone and they tell you how sweet you are, and how they're surprised and how they really hoping that they could have your stuff. Okay, maybe not the last part, but they're definitely thinking it.
The caravan. Hello.
That's also an Act 3 item, but really afraid. Act 3, Act 3, Act 2. Okay, we're gonna go east.
Greetings, honored traveler. I am...
That's nice. Okay, he's the prince or stuff here. This is Act 2. This is Golin.
I know much about you.
This is Act 2. She repairs Farah, and she sells the armor, of course. She's your best friend for now. We need... Ooh, that's a good one. We need some gear, that's for show. For show. Magical users, and health potion drinkers are going to want to come over to Drogan.
I've heard that you are.
Drogan. And buy some light healing potions, because you're going to need those. They're amazing. Yeah, he's got the usual stuff. Since I don't plan on ever actually playing with anyone else. Ooh, there we go. Selling the non-ethereal one because my Act 3 mercenary can actually use a shield, and I prefer those guys usually. Of course, here's Decker Game.
Hello.
You can talk to him if you want. Anyway, that was Act 1. Act 1 is done. Now, we'll look back and say, hey, didn't you miss a mission or a quest? Yes, I did. Because it's useless. That one there is to kill the Countess. And there's a tower, I believe, in the Black Marsh or Small Highlands. I think it's Black Marsh. And you go down into it. And you go down like 5 levels. And at the end of those levels, there's basically a spear woman. And she drops a lot of runes. That's for sure. So maybe in the future I'll come back and get her in case I want to do like a rune word or something, but she's useless. It's a lot of work for nothing. So our next video will begin in Act 2, and I hope you're looking forward to it.